Long before skyscrapers pierced the clouds or taxis filled the streets, the land that would become New York was a quiet wilderness. Vast forests and winding rivers stretched across the region, home to the Lenape, an Algonquian-speaking people who lived here for thousands of years. They hunted, fished, and farmed along fertile riverbanks, their lives deeply connected to nature. For millennia, this land remained undisturbed until European explorers arrived. In 1524, Giovanni da Verrazzano, sailing under the French flag, became the first European to enter New York harbor. He described a beautiful bay surrounded by forested hills, but France never settled the region. Nearly a century later, in 1609, Henry Hudson, working for the Dutch East India Company, sailed into the same waters, searching for a route to Asia. He instead discovered the great river that now bears his name, the Hudson River, and laid the foundation for Dutch claims in the New World. The Dutch soon established fur trading posts along the river and called the territory New Netherland. By 1624, the Dutch West India Company sent settlers, not just traders, to build a permanent colony. They landed first on Governor's Island and soon moved to the southern tip of Manhattan. There, in 1625, they built Fort Amsterdam, a wooden fort that became the heart of a small settlement called New Amsterdam. In 1626, the colony's director, Peter Minuit, famously purchased Manhattan from the Lenape, exchanging goods valued at 60 guilders, about $1,000 today. To the Dutch, it was a transaction of ownership. To the Lenape, it was likely a shared agreement to coexist, a misunderstanding that symbolized different worlds. Under Dutch rule, New Amsterdam became a diverse trading hub filled with merchants, sailors, and craftsmen from across Europe. Ships from the Caribbean brought sugar and rum, while enslaved Africans were forced into labor, a dark but real part of the colony's growth. By the 1650s, the settlement had about 1,500 residents. Under Governor Peter Stuyvesant, it grew more organized, but also more controlled. Stuyvesant strengthened defenses, improved roads, and founded the first municipal government, the early roots of New York City Hall. Fearing English attack, settlers built a wooden wall along the northern edge of town in 1653, a barrier that would one day give its name to Wall Street. In 1664, an English fleet arrived and demanded surrender. Outnumbered, Stuyvesant yielded without a fight. The English renamed the city New York in honor of the Duke of York, though the Dutch briefly reclaimed it in 1673. English rule soon returned for good, yet the Dutch legacy endured in the city's streets, its architecture, and its relentless spirit of trade and tolerance. By the end of the 17th century, the once tiny Dutch outpost had already begun its transformation into one of the most important cities in the colonies, a place where cultures met, ambitions collided, and the story of modern New York began.